Okay, so today, welcome to the consulting presentation of Fairwhale Blue by Eric Liu. So this is today's agenda. So first, we will have an introduction of the Eric Liu's own consulting company, and also the introduction of the company that today we're giving advice to. And they provide us with their logos, and their logos represent a financial animal that will explain what's the significance behind them. And after that, we will talk about our specific and unique survey design that's unique to Eric's company. And then we have the analysis of the survey later on. And after that, we will have analysis of potential competitor. And in the end, we will have a summary that sums up all of the recommendations we have for this company. So first is the introduction. So welcome to Adric, a sole trader consulting company dedicated to providing expert guidance and support to small businesses and entrepreneurs. With years of experience and a deep understanding of the challenges and opportunities facing sole traders, we are here to help you navigate the complex world of business and achieve your goal. Whether you need assistance with strategies, marketing, finance, and or any other aspect of running a successful business, Adric is here to support you every step of the way. Let's work together to take your business to the next level. So today's business is called Fairwhale Blue, and its CEO is Eric Liu. So Fairwhale Blue. So this company provided me with two logos actually, but they are all blue whales. So what's the significance of using a blue whale? The blue whale represents stability, abundance, and the ability to navigate through challenges with grace and power. Similarly, Fairwhale Blue embodies these qualities as it seeks to establish a strong financial foundation and become a dominant force in the industry. Like the blue whale, Fairwhale Blue aspires to be a symbol of resilience and prosperity, guiding the businesses to navigate the complexity of the financial world with confidence and strength. So you can see on the left screen, there is two actually different logos, and that's the company provides me. And later on, we will explain how we use survey to find out which one is more likely being liked by the audiences. So here, because we start to introduce the unique process of Adric company's survey design. So we have this called a tip test. So what's that? So first, we are assessing the attractiveness. So basically the visual appeal and overall appeal of a product or service. And second, we're going to investigate the target audience of that product, which audience will be most interested with this product. And third, we have impactful point, which is like the novel details that influence the customers deeply. And fourth, we have our product fitness, which is suitability and the effectiveness of the logo we're representing the product. So basically, how close is the logo and the product connected? Okay, so here we have our specific example of survey design. So first is personal info. So before we ask all the questions about companies and competitions and attractiveness, the first thing we have to know is what's the name, email address, and the age range, more importantly, of that person, so that we can, through it, we can deduce some of the trend or information out of it. So after that, we have our product fitness test. So here you can see that we are asking them to choose whether they like the first option or the second option. And for the options they selected, we actually have a following up question asking them which service do they think it associates with. And finally, we also ask, does this brand image make you more or less likely to consider using associated product or services? So this, we can see their inclination of toward the product and to see if there's any possible trends. And after that, we have our target audience and plus also some of the competition assessments. So first, we have a multi-choice question asking them which age group do you think this product appeals to. And then we ask on a scale 1 to 10, how well you believe this brand aligns with the preferences and needs of its target audiences. And lastly, we have how do you perceive the level of competition of the business concept in the market? Because it's very important for us to understand how many competitors are out there, and that's also very important when we make decisions such as advertising or investments. So after that, we have our impactful point, which is only a single question, but it is also very important. We need to know which element of that logo actually attracts the audience or influences the customers the most. Yeah, so we have three choices here: blue whale, design of logo, and coloration. Just to say, actually, the one that really attracts them is the blue whale. Okay. And finally, we have our overall impression, attractiveness. So basically, we will ask them for their overall overall appeal and the viability of the business concept, and also ask them if there's anything needed to be added. Yeah. So what do we find through those surveys? So we find a lot of correlation, and the top two correlation that appears in the survey is that the age range and image preference correlation is negative 0.234. Although it's also a really weak correlation, but it kind of shows that as the age grows, actually people will like this type of logo more. So you can see here, this option one, I think maybe it's because it's more graceful out of or ordinal, because you can see here, this one is a full circle, and this one it have more like design elements, and also the well is more vivid. Yeah, so we can see that, okay, so maybe the first logo appeals more to elder people, and the second logo appeals more to younger people. And we have another association, so it's age range versus likeliness to consider the product. And this one is 0.219, which means the older you get, the more likely you're going to consider this product. So that's very interesting, and we will have those things together in our recommendation. And below there's two graphs. The first graph is about product association, so basically how many people thinks that each one associates to. And for these others, there's a lot more recommendations, such as maybe socks or something. So maybe in the final recommendation, we won't count this, because it's although it appeals to be the most, but actually the answer is very distinct, and they are not in the same common area. And for this one, we have our age distribution. So this is how we see our research, our survey, because you can see that this one, the blue one, is for the 14 and 8 to 18 age range, and the red one is for 19 to 24. And those two pieces plus together is already past like the 50% range. So it can see that most people answering this survey is actually young people. So also something that need to be considered when we're doing the recommendation parts. And also one thing that's very interesting, there's none of the people between 51 and 60 actually answered this survey. You can see that there is no any orange color in this pie chart. Yeah, so maybe for that age range, we need to reconsider our choices, and maybe there is another survey needed later on. So also what we find, so we actually made this is the other correlations, because it's also very weak, so we put it in the same chart, and you can see them all. So most of the correlations are actually positive. So when as for example, as the age grow up, they will have a better overall impression of the business, which also contributes to our final recommendation. And the one thing that needs to be mentioned is that as age raises or as age decreases, the alignment of the product, and the target audiences are actually decreasing. So as the people become older, in their mind, the alignment of the product and its logo is reducing. It's reducing its closeness, and that's actually understandable, because for elder people, they have more experience, and when they see the same figure, they will always they will reflect or they will think of more of the characteristics or more the things they experienced in their past lives. So it's of course they will find that maybe this logo or the value behind it is actually different from what they have, or different at least partly different from what they have in their mind. So they might give a lower rates to this category. So based on those two correlations, what is our recommendation? So our recommendation is actually marketing mix analysis. So first we have the product. So we set the product to luxury watch, because it's the greatest number of people picked this in the survey, and also like accept those others. So if we go back, we can see that the people who picked watch is actually 6 people picked this, and all others are actually lower. But the percentage are really, really close. But that's the best we can get. So yeah. So first we set the product to luxury watches, and the price. We have the price between $1,000 to $5,000. This is according to the watch page, which is like a page that gather up all the luxury watches, and it also provides like the average price of all of each of individual watches. And if you're interested, you can comment it before the below this video, and I can also post the link there. And third, we have place. So for a luxury product to have a great sale, we have to make it basically near the rich people. So the best we can do is to put it in the central business districts, which is like the center of all the tradings or the marketings. And of course, there are gonna be a lot of people with affordable of this $1,000 to $5,000, and yeah, and to attract them is the greatest efficiency of ours. And also there's another place that is also great is wealthy shrubs. So when they wake up, maybe they can see like a advertising board there, and there shows our product. This will also pick their interest. And for promotion, so for promotion, we have advertisement on TikTok and Bilibili. The reason actually I choose those two platforms is because they have a very, very unique and strong targeting audience system. So basically, when you're trying to promote a product, you can choose the group, the age, and maybe even the income level that you plan to have. So in this way, we can throw our advertisement right in front of those target audiences, which is going to receive better results than we simply just put up maybe a ads on TV shows or something. And the second idea is to organize charity gatherings. The reason for that is because only charity gatherings, it's not only, but charity gatherings are actually very attractive to those wealthy people. So when they're attending those charity gatherings, we can also maybe as a company, you can also spend some money or sponsor some money, and also get to know of those wealthy person. And not only you're going to sell them the watches, however, it's more important that you have this network, and maybe you can open up more shops, or maybe they can introduce some people, some key people to you, and all of that is great resources. And third, we said find the famous people to endorse the product. So famous people always have their prestige, and they have great representation in the society. So associate our product to them personalities, or their personalities or characteristics is going to also help us to develop our product. And fifth, we have physical evidence. So for a watch, or like mechanical watch specifically, it's the value is not on the material, or it's not simply on the material used, but also on the branding and also on the beautifulness of the product. So basically how well it designs, like those small things, small pieces of mechanical pieces in the watch, that's what makes it beautiful and makes it valuable. So for us, we should allow scheduled visits to the factory and also demonstrate the qualities of the product to those visitors, and also obtain proofs from other agents. So for example, if there is a third agent that is going to test the watches, we can send our samples there, and maybe they can return us with a report that says that our qualities is very good, or like maybe we can do like PS5 or something. So basically, that's the standards for like water resistance and also dust resistance. And for competitors, we identify a competitors of the blue or Fairwhale blue. It's called Vercheron Constantin. So an introduction of this company. Vercheron Constantin is a renowned Swiss luxury watch and clock manufacturer founded in 1755. It is one of the oldest and most prestigious watchmaker in the world, known for its exquisite craftsmanship, high precision, and timeless design. With a rich history of creating exceptional timepieces, Vercheron Constantin has always been the forefront of innovation and expertise in the field of watchmaking. Its dedication to excellence and tradition has made it a leader of luxury watch industry, capture the heart of collectors and other interesters worldwide. Yes. So here is the production line of the Vercheron Constantin. It's actually it's very shocking also for me to see that they are actually working in this way, because I imagine maybe there is a production line, but also use craftsmanship might have some benefits, but still there are gonna be a lot of things that we can also improve on. So I identified basically 3 things that we could improve for the Fairwhale Blue company. So first is the raw material used. Extensive exploitation of valuable raw materials, including those gold and aliyah and other things. Those are actually rare metals, and we actually, in fact, watch industry actually consume more than 50% of the gold consumptions each year. So actually, it's a lot of gold, and by extrapolating those materials from the crust, we might have numerous environmental problems such as soil and water pollution, soil degradation, and forest destruction. So instead of using those rare metals, is there any ways for us to escape that? Maybe we can use more environmentally friendship chemical or like compounding materials, and maybe that is going to help. So that's first way we can seek for improvement. And second way is more mechanization. So mechanization. So what's the significance of this? Although human labor are more experienced, it can be very expensive hiring them to make watches, and they are also easier to make mistakes because they're human. So maybe the precision of the watchmaking and maybe some of the like specific times and adjustment, it's better to be done by machines instead of people. So therefore, it's better to involve machines more, maybe in the process of making the watch, or maybe we can have like crucial craftsmanship, like in those parts where it really shows the beauty of the watch. And for other parts, we're going to let machines make it. So this not only increase our efficiency, increase our precision, and also is going to help us reduce our cost. And finally, is the efficient space usage. So if you pay attention to this production line of Vercheron Constantin, they have a ceiling that's that high, and they are only utilizing the space like down here. So there's a lot of course, there's a lot of space wastes, and we could utilize that space by simply extend the working area, having another floor on top of the current one. We can also hang some cupboards there so that the place can be fully utilized. So you can see that here on the table they have a lot of different tools to make watches, and it seems very chaotic. So if they can have a cupboard like here, and all of the tools can have more place to put, and also more place to maybe organize, then it might also increase the efficiency of those craftsmen. Yes, so that's the 3 key points that we want to mention, and maybe it can be improved by the production line of Fairwhale Blue. So the summary. We position Fairwhale Blue as a company making luxury watches mainly for elder people. Its shops should open around the economic center and advertise its product to reach people. In the production process, Fairwhale Blue should focus more on improved material use to make watches, involve more machine, and utilize its factory space better than its competitors, Virtual constantly. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening. And if you have anything or any advisory or consulting problems, welcome to find Eric Consulting Company. Here, you will never be disappointed. Thank you so much for today's attention. And if you have time, please press thumbs up and give me a little support. Thank you so much for today's time, and see you next time.